Hey guys, welcome back. In today's video, we're going to be talking about fragrances that are affordable but smell expensive and elegant. This was hard for me to choose because I didn't really want to do dupe fragrances. I feel like there's so many dupe houses that do affordable fragrances of high-end and niche perfumes. And if you want me to do a video on my favorite ones like that, let me know in the comments. But I didn't want to include those in this video because I felt like it's kind of a cheat. And I also wanted to make sure that these are perfumes that are really easy to find, affordable, and you don't have to dig to find a cheap bottle. And then I wanted them to not only smell expensive, but also elegant and refined, and like someone with money would wear them, if that makes sense. So enough rambling. I just wanted to explain all of that. We're going to go ahead and get into the perfumes. But first, don't forget to subscribe down below if you are new and you haven't yet, and give the video a thumbs up if you enjoy it. And the first perfume that I have to mention that is more on the affordable side, but smells expensive and elegant and like Chanel, to be honest, is Shiseido Zen. So this perfume is probably the one that you're going to spend the most on out of all of these bottles that I have here. You can still find it at a really reasonable price, like $40 or $50. I found this one for between $25 and $30 at a TJ Maxx quite a while ago, but you can find it online as well. Yeah, like I said, this one smells like Chanel. This is like a feminine, mature, fruity fragrance, but in a very different way. It's not like a typical young girly fruity fragrance. It smells expensive. This has patchouli in it, and you do get that, but it's not like a dirty patchouli. It smells like how the patchouli in Chanel smells. Like I said 100 times, I'm going to keep bringing up Chanel, but this also has pineapple in it, which really like fits this bottle because it's bright yellow. And I believe it also has grapefruit in it, and it has like an interesting note of like pine in there, I believe. But this is definitely, to me, a spring and summer fragrance. You could have this as your signature scent and wear all year round, but to me it's more spring summer appropriate. And I think it's just a really beautiful, just like I said, much more expensive smelling than it is type of perfume. If you don't want to dish out the money for a Chanel perfume, try this one out because it smells really good, and I just feel so confident and feminine when I wear this. I'm not sure of all the notes in this fragrance, but I will have a screenshot of the Fragrantica notes on the screen like I always do in my videos. And you guys, I always recommend to go look at Fragrantica when you're wanting to try a new fragrance because there's reviews on there. You can see what other fragrances that people compare a perfume to, and also all of the notes, top, base, and bottom, but then you can also see the notes in order that people have voted for them, which you guys see in the screenshot, but just like basically which notes people find more prominent. And I definitely smell the pineapple, the patchouli, the grapefruit, and I think there's cedar in here. You definitely get like that woody kind of base to it, but just a very elegant, feminine, beautiful fragrance. So next I want to talk about like two perfumes sort of, but I'm kind of just mentioning them as one because they're very similar. So I have Reb'l Fleur from Rihanna and a recent discovery, which is Korloff unsoir à Paris. It's kind of interesting because they both have black and gold packaging. What I'll say about these two is that they are similar but also different at the same time. They both have notes of patchouli, peach. I think they might both have vanilla, but I know this one has vanilla, the Rihanna one. This one also has coconut in it, so it's very creamy in that way. And I would say that this one is probably less sweet than the Korloff one. This one has marshmallow in it. It doesn't have that coconut note, so it doesn't really have like a summer element to it. You could wear this on a summer night, but it's not super summery because it doesn't have the coconut. And this one, even though it is sweeter from that marshmallow, it's not super fluffy and marshmallowy. It's more dense than that, I would say. It also smells a little bit more mature than the Rihanna one. Even though the Rihanna one is definitely a mature, expensive smelling perfume, a lot more expensive smelling than it is, this one is even just like a step above that as far as like if you're a little bit older maybe and you still feel like the Rihanna one is a little bit young for you. But the thing I will say about this one is that even though I really love it on paper, for some reason when this hits my skin, it gets a little bit too heady for me and it makes me just a little bit nauseous. So that is one thing I will say about this perfume. I don't know how much I would actually wear it over the Rihanna one just because it does have that like heady, kind of almost nauseating aspect to it. It doesn't have that on paper for me. It's a lot more light in the sweetness, but once it hits my skin, I don't know if the patchouli comes out more, because it doesn't really have a dirty patchouli scent. That's not really what makes it overpowering for me. It's something else. I'm just not sure what it is, but it just makes me a little bit nauseous, and it's a little bit too strong for me. So I will say that about this one. I think there are people out there that will like it. I know I kind of talked about both of them for a long time. For me, I think I prefer the Rihanna one on myself, but I do think they're both nice fragrances, and it just depends what you're looking for. Let's talk about a perfume that doesn't have patchouli in it for a change, just in case some of you guys aren't into that. But this is Good Chemistry Queen Bee. So I have a roller ball of this. This is a perfume that you can get at Target, or you can get it online. Oh my gosh. Now I want to say the only reason that I have a roller ball of this perfume and not a full bottle is because this is one of my best friend's like signature scents. So if we're going out or hanging out, she's probably gonna be wearing this, and I don't want to be wearing the same perfume as her and like steal her scent. So I just wear this every once in a while, like if I'm not around her, because I really love the scent of this, and it smells like it costs so much more. Like, to me, this could be a designer perfume. This is just my personal opinion, and maybe other people will disagree with me, but to me, this smells expensive. As far as I know, the only notes in this are blackcurrant, peony, and amber. It just smells so sweet and sugary, but also like tart at the same time, if that makes sense. It has like this tartness to it, to where it's not just like so heavy and sweet, and it's not like gourmand. It's just like sugary, a little bit tart. It has that like floral aspect, but then you also get the sweet black currant. It has that amber undertone in the end. It's honestly just such a great affordable fragrance. I can't recommend this one enough. I think it's absolutely beautiful, and I think it smells much more expensive and elegant than what it costs. Like I keep saying in this video, that's the topic today. But yeah, I think Good Chemistry in general is a pretty good brand. They have some really good perfumes that are really underrated, to be honest. I don't know why more people don't talk about this, because I know a lot of people love to talk about affordable fragrances, and I think this is a really great brand, and this is probably, in my opinion, the best one, the best smelling one from the brand. So that is Queen Bee from Good Chemistry. Definitely check it out if you haven't already. Get your nose on this because it smells super good. Then we have a recent purchase. This one was in my last haul video, but I have had the chance to wear it on my skin a few times, and I am obsessed with this. So this one is Jimmy Choo by Jimmy Choo, the Eau de Parfum. I also have the EDT version, but I think I prefer the EDP, especially for nighttime. I think it does smell more expensive than the EDT and just more like elegant, mature, but it's not too mature at all. It has a really beautiful pear note in it that's almost kind of sparkling. It has that freshness to it. And then this one also has patchouli in it, but to me, it's not an overwhelming patchouli. On my skin, after a few minutes, the patchouli just kind of fades and blends in with the rest of the perfume, and it's not overpowering. It's not dirty on me. It's honestly a great like special occasion perfume, or like your dressed up perfume, if you know what I mean. I would probably wear this more nighttime, even though you could technically wear it in the day, because it has that sparkling kind of pear note. But I misspoke in my last video and said that this has praline in it, but it's actually toffee, which does make sense because it has like a chewy kind of quality to it almost. But it has that toffee, it has orchid, that patchouli I mentioned, the pear. I think this one might have green notes in it as well. There are green notes in the EDT, and they're more prominent in there, but I think this one has some as well, because it has a little bit of a green quality to it. Definitely not nearly as much as the EDT, but just a little bit. You can get a bottle of this for like $25 on some really great, reputable perfume discount websites. So I definitely think it's worth trying out because it is very affordable. You're not going to be spending a ton of money on this. We're almost to the end. The next perfume I have to talk about is Guerlain, and this is Insolence or Onsolence. I don't have a great French accent, so maybe I should just be saying Insolence, but I do like saying Insolence. This one is a sweet, powdery violet fragrance. Now, the bottle of this is just absolutely stunning. I love this bee bottle from Guerlain. It's just so timeless and beautiful and elegant. And to me, this does smell very elegant. It's not a super modern, expensive perfume. It's more of like a timeless, elegant, expensive perfume, if that makes sense. It's very violet heavy. I believe there's red berries in this one. And you do get that powdery element to it, but it's very sweet. And it does smell mature in a way, but the magic happens with this fragrance once it's on your skin. Once it melds in with your body chemistry and warms up, it smells so clean and just beautiful. I can see how people smelling this from the bottle would think that it smells kind of like an old lady, but to me, it's magic on the skin. And I don't wear it a ton because it can be a little bit intimidating, but this is the only more mature type of perfume like this that I would wear. I'm usually not into stuff like that. This isn't like, Chanel No. 5 or Shalimar. It's not that type of fragrance, even though some people might think it smells like an old lady. I think it's really beautiful. Like I said, I don't wear this one a ton, but I love to wear it to bed. I love to walk up to the bottle and smell it because it just smells like a beautiful feminine lady to me. And I think it is really elegant and smells much more expensive than what you're going to pay for a bottle of this. If you pick it up on a discount website, you can also get this one for $25, $30. So I think it's a really great deal. I love this purpley pink juice. I just think it's so pretty. So that is Insolence by Guerlain. And the last one that I have here to talk about, I guess, is sort of an honorable mention because this is a body spray, but it still counts. It's an affordable fragrance and it smells more expensive than it is, so I thought I had to mention it. This is Victoria's Secret Midnight Bloom. I heard about this fragrance mist from Cassandra Demps here on YouTube. I'm so sorry if I've been butchering her name in all of these videos, but I actually think she just has the first name now on her channel and the Demps is gone. So anyways, if you haven't checked her out, I'll have her down below. She's amazing. I love her perfume videos, even though she doesn't just do that. This is Midnight Bloom from Victoria's Secret. If I didn't already say, this definitely has that kind of vibe and quality that Cloud does from Ariana Grande or Baccarat Rouge. I would say it smells a little bit more like Cloud, although it doesn't have that coconut note in it, but it's not quite as sweet just because it's a little bit more like a whipped cream Cloud type of fragrance versus the burnt sugar scent that Baccarat Rouge has. But it's still sweet. It's still really lovely. This says on the back that the notes are moonflower, creamy woods, and then it has the little description at the bottom that says star-crossed lover, like the Victoria's Secret fragrance mists do. They kind of have that little random thing at the end. So the only technical notes on here are moonflower and creamy woods. I'll see if I can go on Fragrantica or somewhere and find a better note description, but that's what is listed on the bottle, and this one definitely just smells way more expensive than what it is. And not only because it has that same DNA, but just because it doesn't smell like a Victoria's Secret body spray. This is not what you would usually find in Victoria's Secret or even Bath & Body Works. I know that there are definitely hidden gems that stand out, and there are other Victoria's Secret scents and Bath & Body Works scents that I love, but I definitely have to say that this one probably smells the most expensive out of all of the ones that I have. It smells like you paid money for this. So I had to mention this even though it's a body mist. I know some people are totally against those, but I think it's really nice to have these for a day when you just want to spritz something on. Maybe you don't want to use your more expensive perfume, and that is Victoria's Secret Midnight Bloom Body Mist. So those are all of the affordable, expensive smelling perfumes that I had to talk about in today's video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that my voice wasn't too monotone or droning. I filmed another video right before this one, so my voice is getting a little raspy. I'm ready to take a break, but thank you so much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe down below if you haven't already. Let me know what other videos you want to see from me, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.